Good morning. Just want to give everyone a little bit of a weather update as we have some very heavy torrential downpours across the area, and that's leading to some difficulties out there on the roadways. Here's a look from the Pleasant Grove exit. This is looking at 49 northbound, and it's tough to see with the rain falling and the rain on the camera lens, but there's an accident right in there, and the traffic is backed up for a couple miles. Again, that's 49 northbound. This is the one major accident we're seeing right now. There are several areas where we're seeing some spinouts on the roadways, so hydroplaning is going to be an issue out there on the roadways. Just take it a little bit slower. Watch some of those turns and banks where it's easy to hydroplane out there on the roadways. Now, most of the rainfall right now is centered across northwest Arkansas. You can see some of that heavy rainfall in Bentonville, Rogers, and Fayetteville. Not as much rain across the River Valley. So right now, the flooding threat and the heavy rainfall potential is across northwest Arkansas. But the River Valley, that rain will sink back south later on this afternoon and into this evening. But right now, that heavy band of rain is falling from Bentonville through Rogers, even into Bella Vista, and down into Fayetteville. So that's why we're picking up some of those issues out there on the roadways, the ponding of the water, as the water just can't run off very quickly with how heavy that rain is coming down. Again, down the River Valley, just a couple light rain showers out there, but the bulk of the activity right now is across northwest Arkansas. Now, one concern for today is going to be the heavy rainfall. Look at some of the accumulation totals that we're looking at here into northern Crawford County. Radar is guessing about 3.5 inches of rain so far, and that's going to continue to lift off to the north. So we're going to see about 2 to 3 inches of rainfall over the next couple of hours across northwest Arkansas. And as this rain sits over some of the exact same areas, we are looking at a flooding concern. We do have a flood watch for all of northwest Arkansas and most of the River Valley. That runs through the overnight hours tonight. And here's why. This is just one model, but look at this band that sets up right between Fayetteville and Fort Smith. We're looking at potentially over 5 inches of rainfall on top of what we've already seen. So that is going to be the concern as we work our way through today into the overnight hours tonight with that heavy rainfall that's heading our way. Now, along with the heavy rainfall, it's not a big threat, but there's also a little bit of a threat for some severe weather. We have a level 1 and a level 2 risk. Now, that's on the lower end of the spectrum, but the highest risk is going to be into southeastern Oklahoma. You can see towards Sequoia, LaFleur County, where there's a level 2 risk for severe weather. Damaging winds would be the biggest concern, but hail will also be a possibility, and there is the very low chance for an isolated tornado. Now, the time frame for this would be later on this afternoon past 4 p.m. and into this evening as some of the ingredients come together. So briefly, real quick, we'll break down what the radar is going to look like for the rest of the day. You can see some of that heavy rainfall continuing mainly across northwest Arkansas for the next several hours. But here it comes back down into the River Valley later on this evening and into the early morning hours for your Saturday before finally we're going to see this system start to clear out. So again, the big things, that flooding potential, the ponding on the roadways, and also that low severe threat as we work our way towards the evening hours for today. Of course, we have 5 News at noon coming up, and then 4, 5, and 6. Stay with us all day long for the latest in the weather updates.
Nicorette knows quitting smoking is freaking hard. You get advice like, just stop, go for a run, go for